One of the things that's been a big driver of EV sales, particularly in the United States, is the federal tax credits. And all of a sudden, it looks like a few companies are going to be hit with not being able to get the full tax credit for next year. And notably, this really affects several companies. It affects Ford. So Ford has sent a notice to dealers saying the Mach-E's, well, it's unlikely that they will qualify for the federal tax credit. This is kind of a big issue. The rules proposed by Treasury and Energy about foreign entities of concern within the Inflation Reduction Act are detailed and extensive. Our colleagues are working through them and what they might mean for Ford. So Tesla has warned customers that certain versions of the Model 3, the rear-wheel drive and the long-range trims, will only be eligible for half of the $7,500 tax credit for next year. And the Nissan Leaf and the Volkswagen ID.4 will be impacted as well. This is a big deal because these are some of the most, the Mach-E's not cheap, but the other vehicles are amongst the top 10 most affordable electric vehicles in the United States. So that's a pretty big deal. This could prove awkward for some car shoppers who've been waiting until next year to buy an EV. What I'm not sure about, there's been a workaround where if you lease an EV, the dealer does it under a commercial lease, and somehow they've still been able to factor in the $7,500 tax credit in the lease. So the articles I've looked at haven't been clear as to whether that would still be a possibility or not, because it falls under different rules. The countries that are of concern are China, North Korea, and Russia. The problem for this is that a large portion of EV materials, the supply chain runs through China. And China has really been the big adopter. They're the biggest adopter of electric vehicles in the world. They were early on in the race for technology. They were early on in the race to get batteries made. And currently, China alone accounts for 70% of the global supply of battery cells. That's a pretty big deal. Lawmakers have said the Inflation Reduction Act is meant to level the playing field by weaning American battery dependency off of China and creating U.S. jobs in the EV sector. Many car companies and their supply partners are now working to beef up U.S. battery plants as a result. There's a lot of that technology and manufacturing plants being built all over the United States, which is exciting to see because it'll produce good jobs, things like that. But it's likely that it could take years for some of those to really come online. Automakers are spending billions of dollars to reroute the EV supply chain around China, and EV supporters say the new requirements validate those investments. Al Gore, the executive director of the Zero Emissions Transport Association, says the most valuable parts of the supply chain are manufactured in the United States, creating good-paying American jobs and fortifying national security along the way.
Hi, I'm David with EV World News. If you like this video, then please press the like button. If you like the content and would like to see more videos on electric vehicles, then please hit the subscribe button. If you have some feedback for us, please let us know in the comments. Have a great day.